Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Art Talk with Susana Baker. And today we have an amazing guest, one of Miami's and South Florida and actually the country throughout, Pamela Cohen. Good morning.
Good morning, Susana. How are you?
I am so good, and I'm so happy. I know now is a really busy time for you. Just to let our fans know, Pamela Cohen she runs director of marketing, sponsorships, and the VIP relations. She, together with her husband Nick Korniloff, they are the owners and do Art Miami. That's coming up the first week of December. Context, Aqua, and right afterwards in January, Palm Beach, Martin, and Contemporary, and then Art Wynwood in February, and also Art New York. So you are super busy. But for those that also might not know Pamela Cohen, I want to tell you that one of the most important roles is the mother, and she is the mother of Perry J. Cohen. And Perry J. Cohen, probably you've heard the name. He, everybody internationally and nationally, the news, everybody was at the edge of their seats hoping that Pamela Cohen, along with Nick Korniloff, his stepfather, would find their son, Perry J. Cohen, who was lost in sea, along with a good friend in July 2015. So, Pamela, with this busy season and with everything you have gone through with the loss, the senseless loss of your son, can you tell us how did you overcome these challenges that no mother or any parent should have to go through?
Thank you so much for having me on, first of all, Susana. And I don't know if I have overcome this tragedy or will ever overcome the tragedy, but the disappearance of Perry and his close friend Austin, like you said, in the summer of 2015, affected not only our community, but so many families and individuals from all over the world. And we are so appreciative for all the love and support we received and continue to receive from near and afar. Since Perry's disappearance, it has been the love and support of our family, friends, and community that sustain us. And in our hearts, we have remained steadfast in the belief that Perry was meant to change the world. In our most difficult hours, the foundation that we have created in Perry's honors and its supporters have provided us purpose and meaning. The Perry J. Cohen Foundation is a not-for-profit established by myself and my husband, Perry's stepfather, Nicholas Korniloff, and we have worked tirelessly to honor and carry on Perry's legacy and support the things that he was most passionate about.
And so now I understand, along with all the madness that Miami Art Week brings with your signature, one of the most famous and most important fairs, one of my favorite actually, is Art Miami, without a doubt. And if anyone has never gone to Art Miami, this is something you have to do on your list. It's the first Tuesday and it goes through Sunday of the first week of December. And I have to tell you, you have such a community impact. You and along with your husband, Nick Korniloff, you have been pillars in the world of art, and you are recognized as a celebrity couple. And so with this foundation, Perry J. Cohen's Foundation, you have gotten endless support from the art community. And with that, you have, this is going to be the first annual fundraiser, Art with a Heart. And that's going to be a charity art auction on Thursday, September 27th from 7 to 10 at the Mandarin Oriental here in Miami. Can you tell our listeners, Art with a Heart, benefiting the Perry J. Cohen Foundation, having this first annual art auction and event to honor the legacy of Perry J. Cohen's life, Perry's life. What inspired to do it, especially at the same time with Art Miami and everything you got on your plate? You have some strength, both of you. I got to tell you, God bless you both. Tell us a little bit about what we could expect and how we could get our tickets and what the event is all geared to the philosophies of Perry.
Thank you. Well, since Nick and I have been involved in the art world for well over a decade, the art world really was one of the first communities that came to us and wanted to help us in our search and rescue for Perry and Austin. And they have been extremely supportive of us since the loss of the boys, and have wanted to do whatever they can to help us raise funds so that the foundation can continue to carry on Perry's legacy. So there have been a tremendous amount of galleries that we have relationships with, as well as artists that we have relationships with that have donated artwork to the foundation. And like you said, we have our first annual Art with a Heart charity auction at the Mandarin Oriental. It's emceed by CBS 4's Lisa Petrillo, and Artsy is actually hosting all of the artwork up on their website. There's both a silent auction and a live auction, and we have incredible and distinguished artists that are up for auction, including Shepard Fairey, Tagliapiedra, Joan Moreau, Robert Rauschenberg, Pablo Echeverri, Doug Argue, Mel Ramos, the list goes on and on. So the tickets are for sale. You can go to the Perry J. Cohen website. It's www.pjcf.org, and there's a link directly there to purchase tickets for the Mandarin Oriental event. It's $150 per person. It's going to be a really engaging evening. It's not a sit-down dinner. It's just cocktails, hors d'oeuvres, silent auction. We have a live band playing music. There'll be a live auction hosted by Albert Levy. And it's just that we have incredible items up for sale. We have over $1.5 million worth of artwork that's available for auction. And the funds will really help continue to support all of the initiatives that the foundation is devoted to, which includes the arts, environmental, marine and wildlife education and preservation, teenage entrepreneurship, and boating safety education. And the foundation's portrait logo was created as a gift to our family and generously donated to the foundation by world-renowned street artists and one of our dear friends, Shepard Fairey, who happened to be Perry's favorite artist.
He actually, Shepard Fairey, did the logo for the foundation, which is beautiful. Correct. Perry J. Cohen Foundation. I remember, Pamela, I had asked you, when did you decide and why to honor your son's legacy with this charitable endeavor that you've taken on? And I remember your answer, and it was, it was you'd say, when I saw that every day I was with my son, we wrote letters to each other, his laughter and smile every single day, very close as a mother and son can ever be. And then to have him all of a sudden disappear and not have him again, you decided to take what someone else would probably be totally in depression and just crawl into a quiet space. You took all the energy you have as a mother and as you love the legacy of our children, and you decided, along with your husband Nick, to actually embrace that and bring out the spirit that was all about Perry, which was to give and to press forward. And you said while you did this, all of a sudden you found this strength, and you felt Perry with you. And even though physically he wasn't with you, spiritually he's with you every single day. And as you give back to these kids in high schools and middle schools and through the arts and environmental, marine and wildlife education that you give for the preservation and teenage entrepreneurship and boating safety education, this is something that you decided every single child that has the facility to get on a boat and likes to get on the boat, they should have this boat safety education. And so you wanted to make sure no other parent would have to go through what you and Nick went through. And I commend you with that so much. I mean, I mentioned some of the brief things that the program offers. And I know that right now these programs could be found in what schools?
Well, we completed phase one of the Perry J. Cohen Wetlands Laboratory at his hometown high school, Jupiter High School, which he was one of several hundred children that had been accepted into this special academy within the high school. And unfortunately, he tragically disappeared 2 weeks before high school started. So Nick and I, once we started the foundation, decided that this laboratory was a very, very special asset for the high school, and not only his high school, but for all of the high schools in Palm Beach County. The middle schools and the elementary schools will be able to take field trips. Just last week, we presented the remaining $310,000 to complete the project, so it should be completed by the spring of 2019, which was when Perry was to graduate high school. And with that, we had the support of the Leonardo DiCaprio Foundation, the Miami Dolphins Foundation, Art Miami, and the Telby family. And it's just very, very important for us to continue to not only educate children about the environment and the marine sciences and the arts and teenage entrepreneurship, which Perry was very, very passionate about. He had his own little car washing business when he was at the age of 6 years old. But boating safety education is obviously extremely important. Since Perry went missing, we've put over 1,000 children through boating safety education courses, which really arms them with all of the information and the proper tools that they have and know when they go out into the ocean. Obviously, a VHF, UHF radio is extremely important for any size boat to have when they go out into the water, as that is really your tool for your first Mayday call and to ask for help. But, going back a little bit on what you said about this, my strength and believe me, I have my holes that I crawl into, and any mother that's lost a child or any family that has lost a child understands that your life is forever changed on an instant. And it's not easy to continue a legacy of a 14-year-old boy. But Perry's spirit was truly larger than life. He was extremely passionate about everything that intrigued him. He was a very, very happy teenager that was very loving and caring and funny. He had many interests and was really in tune with the world on a real-time basis. I always said he had an old soul. And his not being here with us physically on a daily basis continues to be debilitating. As his mother, I've had to develop a new relationship with him and figure out what my world is without his.
And I have to commend you again. This strength is unbelievable. I saw the picture of you and Nick and giving that check. It was in the newspapers, and it's just amazing how you're giving back. I know that your support system with your family that loves you, I mean, the nation all supported you internationally. Anybody who's lost a child or a loved one knows how painful that is. And I have to tell you, you are doing something, and you are doing exactly what Perry J. Cohen would have wanted. You're transforming every day with your love, giving back to the legacy of tomorrow's kids. The global arts community is here for you. And we ask everybody in the community of South Florida to come out and donate. Just go to perryjcohenfoundation.org. Donate if you can show up. Buy a ticket. It's only $150. You're going to be surrounded with the celebrities of the art world, and just give back to one of the most relevant and most important causes, especially if you're from South Florida, that we're surrounded by water. The Cohen family, Nick Korniloff, they're all giving boating education to underprivileged, all kinds of schools and programs. And this is an amazing story. And I just got to say, God bless you. I look forward to being there on Thursday, September 27th. Any last comments? You only have 20 seconds. Anything else?
I just want to correct the website. It's actually www.perryjcohen.org. pjcf.org. And I also just wanted to additionally say that we've established the Perry J. Cohen Endowed Scholarship at the University of Miami, Rosenfield School of Marine and Atmospheric Science.
That's amazing.
And a lot of the funds that we'll be raising at Thursday's event will be going towards that endowment
project. Well, thank you so much, Pamela Cohen. Again, everybody go to pjcf.org, foundation.org, and we'll see you next Friday at 10:40 with Art Talk with Susana Baker. Thank you, Pamela Cohen.